All right, Sam, I am here. So I decided to not continue with the 896 page document. I'm going to do that a different way in some pre-recorded videos. I want to just jump into the middle of it with what's going on right now because a whole lot has come out since that document dump. So today we're going to listen to the unedited audio from Stephen Stearns' 3 police interviews. This is made possible by Grizzly True Crime. She posted the raw video for people to use, so please head over to her channel if you haven't already. Give her a like, a subscribe, and support her channel. Give the credit where credit is due. So the first part of the recording is from Tuesday, February 27th at 12:05 p.m. So this is going to be the day after Maddie was reported missing. This is Stephen Stearns' first interview. All right, I think I got a sound problem here, so hold on a second. I know exactly how to fix that. And back to it.
Tuesday, February 27th, 12:05 hours. Rosie SOK is 24-011313 is the detective front. Can you state your full name?
Stephen Stearns.
All right, Stephen. Real quick, just to confirm that everything you're saying is true. Yeah.
Real quick. And credit for this is to True Crime with Strategic Eyes. Go check him out. He made a video where he was talking about some of the terminology that Stephen Stearns is using. So if you have time, real quick, go to Urban Dictionary and look up "Take me to McDonald's," that exact wording, and Danish cake. So check that out real quick.
Perfect. So you know how to line that here, right? Involving. When is the last time that you saw
Dropped her off this morning.
Okay, about what time was it?
Approximately sometime between 8:25 and 8:40 is when I dropped her off.
And where were you dropping?
Taking her to school.
Got it. And it's my understanding that you dropped her off like a little bit away from school.
Yeah, she sometimes likes to get dropped off get down the road away. She likes to walk up, catch up with the parents, or just not being seen getting out of the school.
Okay. And when you say group, you're referring to your
car that she's embarrassed to be seen.
Got it. Okay. Where did you drop her off at? Do you remember approximately? You're good.
It's along the stretch of road.
And I'm gonna jump in here from time to time. Did you notice he just yawned like he's not being interviewed about a child that he knows he murdered?
Kind of where all those communities are, leading up to the overpass, and then the school's on the other side of the overpass. So I dropped her off along that stretch where all those communities are.
Gotcha. Is it like on the sidewalk or is there a parking lot
There's a sidewalk there. And then they've got the church on the other side of the street, overpass, and the school. So it's maybe no more than a block away.
Is the school within like eyesight of where you drop her off, or is
The
it?
overpass is definitely, I say, the school is literally just on the other side of the hill.
Gotcha. So if you were to guesstimate, it would just be like a quarter mile, half mile.
10-minute walk, depending on your speed.
Um,
She also likes the cool too.
how common is it of you to drop her off to school in the morning?
It's not common for me to do it most of the time, but I'm up here and helping out as much as I can. Working, so she was trying to get as much sleep as possible. Always
This guy's a complete bum, talking about how he's helping everybody out. When he talks about his parents, he says he's helping them out, and now he's helping Jen out. He can't even help himself out of a paper bag.
doing the school.
Okay. Do you live here or do you live somewhere else, or what's that look like?
I live here, but I split my time between here and my place down south of Oregon.
Got it. Okay. For how long have you lived here with them?
Oh gosh,
And what is your time splitting look like? Are you here for days, weeks, months, something else?
each of the time.
And so I guess when did you arrive this block of time that you were here?
I'm glad she put these pictures in here. Just kind of look at his hands and how he's got wounds on his hands. I think that Maddie really fought for her life when he was doing whatever he was doing. Um, we'll get to the interview where one of the roommates says that they heard like noises coming from his room at about 2:30 in the morning, and I believe personally that that's when whatever happened at about 2 or 2:30 in the morning, and that's why he has these wounds on his hand, and that he tried to play it off by telling the cops that he had jammed his finger or something when he was changing the flat tire. There's no sound. Hey, Rob, let me see if I can fix that. Started. Hey, Rob. Okay, let's see. Is there sound now?
Right. It's my understanding that you dropped her off like a little bit away from school.
Yeah, she sometimes likes to get dropped off, get down the road where she likes to
Is there sound now, Rob?
walk over, catch up with friends, or just not being seen and getting out of school.
And when you say group, do you referring to your
Car that she's embarrassed to be seen.
got it? Okay. Where did you drop her off at? Do you remember approximately?
It was
You're good.
along the stretch of road, kind of where all those communities are, leading up to the overpass, and then the school's on the other side of the overpass. So I dropped her off along that stretch where all those communities are.
Gotcha. Is it like on the sidewalk or is there a parking lot
There's a
there?
sidewalk there. And then they've got the church on the other side of the street. And the school. So there's maybe a block away.
Is the school within like eyesight of where you drop her off or is
The
it?
overpass is definitely site school is literally just on the other side of the
Gotcha. So if you were to guesstimate, it would just be like a quarter mile, half mile.
10-minute walk.
Gotcha.
10 minutes. She also likes to cool students.
How common is it of you to drop her off to school in the morning?
It's not common for me to do it most of the time. But I'm up here and helping out as much as I can. Working, so she's trying to as much as possible. Still school.
Okay. Do you live here or do you live somewhere else or what's that look like?
I live here, but I split my time between here and this place down south of the
Got it. Okay. For how long have you lived here with them?
Oh gosh, it's,
And what is your time splitting look like? Are you here for days, weeks, months, something else?
each at a time.
And so I guess when did you arrive this block of time that you were here?
Yesterday, actually.
So like Saturday. Okay. So you got here Saturday. It's down in Northport that you actually split your time.
Now, see, I'm not understanding why he's saying he got there Saturday night on here because I was pretty sure it was established that he got there Sunday evening because he missed Maddie's birthday party and that he was already at Jen's apartment when Maddie was brought home from her grandparents' house from the birthday party. So we got to listen real close and make sure in the next couple of interviews and nail that down because I'm real sure that I was of the understanding he got there that Sunday evening.
When did you start splitting your time between here?
A little while ago, my dad, I was working for a while. Dad, was kind of started discussing that. So,
Was that this year, last year?
last year,
Yeah, so like December.
yeah, they're already making plans. So,
I know. Sorry to hear that. to school in the morning, although it's typically not you, is that typically what she requests is to be dropped? Is that from everyone or just because of your car?
She's a mind drop off much. It's a nicer center over there. But it is very common for her to get dropped off down the road or walk up and find her friends.
Does she does she does she typically hang out with her friends only at school, or does she have them in the neighborhood here?
She doesn't have any neighborhood, but she does have friends from school that she gets together with things and whatnot.
So after you dropped her off sometime between 8:25, 8:40 area, do you
I just
remember?
had fun, so I wasn't sure what the
Gotcha. That's fine. Do you remember what you did after?
yeah, after I left her, I was watching her and was driving away. She looked like she was making her way towards the school that car. So
Mhm.
went off that day, went over to the big shop nearby, out over there. So I came back home, hung out for a little while with Jen. And I checked the big shop again, they broke. So took all my stuff there.
It's crazy how casually he says that he was just hanging out with Jen, as if he didn't know what was coming. Like he didn't know what he did. You know, unalive this woman's kid, and you're just hanging out with her. Like it's just a normal day.
It became a normal day.
So just to go through I asked Jennifer the same question, just to go through everyone's days, so just to go through so you dropped her off at school and you said you went to the bake shop.
Yeah.
They weren't open.
Correct.
Do you remember about what time you got home?
Got home now, 10:15.
Gotcha. And was Jennifer here?
Yeah, Jen was here. She had been sleeping in, trying to schedule us so all that stuff. So she was trying to sleep in as much as possible.
Gotcha. So when you got back around 10,
She was
just waking up.
So, chit chatted. And I went check the big shop again, all that stuff. And hung out for a while, talked about doing some tea shopping. Something. She wanted to out there. I had a couple of errands I needed to run, so that worked out fine.
Sorry.
Check out a couple of card game shops in the area.
Yep.
Trading card games is hard. You would be some fucking stuff. Ended up getting a flat tire. So I
Oh, where'd you get a flower? Where'd you get a flat tire?
192 scared away.
And that was when you were out shopping during the day.
Yeah, that was between the hours of 2.
Got it. And then so after,
By 2:30 to get in line.
got it. So you guys went and picked her up together?
That was the goal. Yes, I was going to go with him, but I ended up getting a flat tire. So
Oh, so you couldn't.
yeah, I got back literally 10 minutes after she left.
Got it. So forgive me, I missed something. I kind of missed it in the middle of there. You got back home around 10, you hung out with Jen, and then y'all just kind of hung out, and then did you separate to go shopping, or?
She took a nap, and then I went over and
Okay, got it. And then around noon or 2 o'clock, is when you got flat tire, and she was leaving to pick up.
no, so when we hung out first, I gone to the bake shop, which was now open to get my bake, and then came back and hung out more, and then we separated. And she took a nap.
Got it.
That was
Okay.
around noon to that.
Got it. Okay, just wanted to have that straight. So you went back to the bake shop. Which bake shop is this? Where's the bake shop around there?
Right online on John Young.
Okay, I didn't know there was one around there.
Eat something on that for a while.
And you made it out there about what time was that?
That was probably just after that. I finished up there.
Um, got it.
I love how in this interview he's trying so hard to outsmart the police that he's just smart enough to trip over his own feet.
Now, can you remember the day prior to Monday? Do you remember? I mean, I guess if anything happened between Saturday night and Monday when you were here that might have sparked wanting to. Okay, good. Party, right? Um, tell me about Sunday night. Tell me about Sunday into Monday. What you remember?
She just had a party. She was excited.
It's okay.
You know, how she was. Seriously.
He sounded like he was about to cry when he said she had a crush. I think that in Stefan's own mind that Maddie was his girlfriend. I think that in his demented mind, that's exactly what he thought. And so hearing her talk about crushes just, I don't know, that did something to him.
Showed me sister.
Okay.
She was so well. She invited me. Something that was so
Gotcha. So Sunday night, how do you decide, like, who's gonna get her ready for school in the morning?
I take her to school in the morning so she can sleep as much as possible.
Okay.
She told me school a few times before it's after usually by 14.
And so Jennifer shared with me, typically, you normally sleep in the upstairs guest bedroom, and then she will sleep together in her own bedroom. But last night, or not last night, Sunday, so Jen could get better sleep. She said she's just sent you both upstairs, correct? Gotcha. Okay. Um, do you remember about what time you went to bed and woke up? Yeah, y'all left pretty early. Okay. Did you see Jen at all in the morning?
Yes. Sorry. Talk to me.
Got it. Okay. And that was before you left around time to leave at 8:30. Okay. Got it. Any trouble at all recently at home? No arguments that you can remember between her and you? Anything that's upset her?
While
What was the last time?
to stuff.
Yeah.
That's what she wants to do. 2 weeks on top.
I know all about it. But now you said I think you said she left her phone, right? Where did she leave her phone
So,
at? I know you left your phone too.
So we try to talk. So that it's not a everything.
She leaving in her room. She in the
She was
bedroom.
she was she was so
Okay, got it. Um, gotcha. Is it typical for, I guess, to forget things like that? Okay. All right, man. Well, I mean, you know her better than I do. Is there anything you think of that, as someone who doesn't know her, that I might be missing out on here? Like somewhere she may like to be, or somewhere she.
she lost tracks. Whole family. Just
You know that you found the video from church last night of her in the parking lot.
saw someone.
So think of it, so that she might have gone and waited in that church that's across the street. Or,
Notice he didn't say, we heard they saw her. He said, we heard they saw someone, because he already knows that that wasn't her.
for a couple minutes before she would have headed back off to school.
She had time to kill, so I don't. She said she was gonna have it, but when I left her,
And this had time to kill. He like keeps using this phrase repeatedly. Like it's like he's subconsciously or unconsciously telling on himself.
she was the other side of the street. She threw the backpack, was kind of towards the school area. So, oh,
What do you think she was looking
soon she was something. Oh, she went back. So
for? Um, yeah, that's all I can really think of at the moment. I think I have phone numbers for you. Tried calling you earlier, but I was asleep. No, it's okay. 256-1832. Gotcha. What's your address when you say that? So,
I'm down south. It's my parents' house. So I can talk.
yeah, well, I mean, it's nice of you to help. So,
Yeah, it's just stressful. Cool. Definitely.
so after you drop time at around 8:20 or so, you didn't to get to the vape shop, do you have to like swing back around at all to where the school area is? Is there any chance she saw your car or something and flagging you down?
No, I basically just turned around there.
Okay, so there's no chance she would have like seen you from that church parking lot when you were swinging back around to the vape shop. Okay, got it. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm just trying to figure out, what might have cost her to go there and then what cost her to leave. Because I think she did stay there till about 8:50, just before school starts. I'm school starting at 30.
15 residents. They just said they should be quiet. Starts around 12.
Gotcha. Is she familiar with that parking lot at all? Is that
Now I think that the detective here is doing a good job of playing into Stefan's BS, because if I recall correctly, it was on the first day, that Monday the 26th, that they saw the surveillance video of Maddie slumped over in the car, and that they decided they pretty much that she was already deceased at that time. But you notice how the detective, when he's referring to the person in the video, he refers to that person as her, meaning Maddie. So he's playing into whatever Stefan is dishing out. And I think that's really good the way he's playing it, because it keeps Stefan thinking that he's one step ahead of the game when he's really not.
somewhere she hangs
Yeah,
out? Or,
a lot of fun. So sort of on the there before heading to school.
Do you recall seeing any other kids walking in the area? Did she mention that to you at all? Or did she say
I
anything?
asked her. So sometimes. So,
Okay.
school.
Well, I appreciate you talking to me. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. 12:20 hours.
Case number 24-11313. Today's date is February 26th.
All right, so this is going to be his second interview on that same day, Tuesday, February 27th, and it's going to be at 7:16 p.m. So this is Stefan's second interview.
7/20/24. The time is 19:16 hours. Warren Casino speaking with Stefan Stearns. Okay, so I know that you already spoke to the other detective, right, about everything that kind of happened today. You can just kind of go over it with us one more time. The timeline from like when you guys woke up and took her to school and all that.
So we woke up early. The plan was that we were going to get McDonald's breakfast on the way, so we made amazingly good time.
I don't mean to interrupt you, okay? Neither of us were here yesterday, so if you can be kind of like specific about like times and stuff like that, okay?
Woke up around 7:15, somewhere around there. Which is an early start for us, but shoot, we had talked about getting McDonald's breakfast before, so I made good time. We did make good time. We got out the door maybe 7:30, 7:45, maybe. Got up that yeah, she was asleep at the bar sometime, just snoozing until we got to McDonald's. Close to McDonald's, I said, still on it. That's no interest in McDonald's. So continued on. She wanted to be dropped off, pulled down the ways from the school. She's got this phase that she's been into lately. She, in particular, the car she's seen getting out of school. She cars, and that cars are, I guess, kind of decent. I get it. It's an image thing. But that was sometime probably between 8:20 and 8:40-ish. Somewhere in there. It was along the stretch of the road that the right side that has all the communities on it before you get to the overpass. See the overpass from where it was. So it was on that side of that stretch of road. So that's where I dropped it. She said she was going to go wait for friends. She was going to find them and friends. And see if that was going to be okay. She said, it's fine. Kids get dropped off early. As it is, it's not totally unusual for that to happen. It's just not usually that early that I do school runs every once in a while. I said, okay. Well, have a day. Love you. Thanks. Love you too. Turned around, just driving away.
I don't believe that under any circumstances there was ever a time that Maddie told Stefan, I love you.
I was watching her in my review. Sure that she was
Other than in his own fantasies.
going where she wants to go. She was moving in that direction, but she was rummaging around in a backpack or something. I assumed it was probably headphones or something like that. But I know that she forgot her phone here, so she may have been keeping her phone. But she was still kind of making her way towards that direction, so it looked okay, like any other day. Just continued on.
Okay. When you said you dropped her off like in the area, kind of like where exactly did you drop her off?
So if you pull down the street going towards the school, you've got that whole strip of communities on the right side there. In that stretch of sidewalk, pulled in maybe about halfway up the street or so, and she was like, right here's good.
Was it like in one of the apartment complexes, the church?
It was outside when you, it was just on a sidewalk on the side of the road there, just like a top of the road.
Okay, so like if I were to be on the road, where, like, what do you remember seeing that you dropped her off at?
I remember the overpass was up ahead,
Mm-hmm.
sidewalk was on the right, road trees, there was like a median in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was another community maybe across from that before you get to the church.
Hmm.
So it was like before the church.
So Talmud Boulevard's that street that connects to the school.
Yeah,
Is that the street that you just?
one.
So that's Talmud Boulevard, right? That's the one that
And where's the school?
school's right here.
School's right there. So the school would be on the left in this case. Here's the
So you
overpass.
guys
I was
came
talking
from this side?
about. Yeah, we came from Town Loop, I think, to the town center. Yeah, so we made a right here and then pulled somewhere that.
So you came from town center and turned onto Town Loop.
Yeah, where's the church? Is this the church here?
There was
would
yeah,
assume so.
that's the church.
Okay,
Right?
so we weren't up to the church yet. So we were pulled on to here and then we pulled maybe about halfway up here, dropped her off somewhere in this area.
And she walked from there to the school?
It's a pretty long way.
It's maybe a block or so, but it's not out of the ordinary. She likes to do that sometimes. She likes to pull back if she's with everybody.
Uh-huh. So you dropped her off near Lilac? Does that sound right?
Yeah, it wasn't at a cross street. It was just a bit of the sidewalk.
So did you merge into the sidewalk, or did you stop in the middle of the street, or
I just pulled over to the sidewalk. Yeah. Took a hop.
How often do you drop her off?
This might be the fifth or sixth time I've ever done it.
Okay. And when you drop her off, where do you normally drop her off at?
Normally down the street from the school. She requests that a lot,
Like the same area or somewhere else?
especially if it's sometimes in the church parking lot, sometimes just wherever she tells us to let her out. As long as it's close, you know.
so it's halfway between Town Loop and Town Center and the church?
Yeah, it's like it's just in this stretch right here. Like we got about maybe halfway up, and it's there.
Just started to tighten the screws on him now.
The McDonald's that you guys were gonna stop at, did you pull into the plaza at any point?
So she 86 the idea before we even got there.
What do you mean by 86?
Poo-poo the idea. Didn't want it anymore.
Okay.
Wasn't.
At any point while you were driving to the school, did you make a U-turn?
Yeah, I tried to sell her on McDonald's one more time because I was still kind of hungry, but at that point she was also just wanting to get to school.
Okay.
So
Where
turned right back.
where did you make that U-turn at?
Actually, the school park, not the school parking lot, the church parking lot. Pulled into that, turned around and pulled back out. Did the U there and went back to McDonald's. She still wasn't having it. That's when we came back. See, the McDonald's is on the same town loop or town center. It connects to the same road that the
Mm-hmm.
That the school's on?
yeah, so
So
it's
town
like a straight shot.
So you guys came from, just so I can kind of get a good visualization, Town Center, and where did you come from, Town Center?
Town center. So where's the McDonald's? So bad at reading these. I'm sorry. So we
This
came.
is all Town Center.
So we came across on Town Loop, I believe. Is that the school that is that the road that the school is on?
No, this is Town Center. So you
Okay.
said you were on Town Center, and then you made a right, Town Loop, which is
Yeah.
the one that takes you to the school.
Yes, correct.
But what I'm saying is before Town Loop, or I'm sorry, for Town Center, what street did you take?
I'm so sorry. I'm bad with the streets around here.
How do you usually get to the school?
I just take John Young and then wait till I see the McDonald's and make a left there and then follow that around and that goes straight into the road that the school is on. Just use the landmarks and yeah. So, street.
Is that Jayla?
So this is Jay.
And at the McDonald's, you turn right?
And then you said you made a left at the McDonald's. So that's Jungyoung Parkway. You go to
left
that
to McDonald's, and then go around, and then that shoots straight into the road that she's on.
Okay. Because that's
I believe that's the correct road.
yeah. Well, that's the fastest way to get there. But you told me you came from Town Center and Town.
I'm sorry, I don't know the street.
Turning up the heat on him. Turning up the heat.
So no, that's okay. So now that we know that you came from Jungyoung Parkway, you made a left on Town Loop. So you passed the McDonald's.
Yeah, that was when she said no to McDonald's the first time.
Okay. So you guys keep on going on Town Loop.
Yeah. But at that point, we still had a lot of time to kill.
So what did you guys do?
Drove towards the school, made a U-turn, came back, tried to do the McDonald's thing again. She didn't want it.
So where did you one more time? Where did you do the U-turn at?
It probably was right by the church because it was still way too early for school. So it was on that stretch of road. They had the meeting there in the separation, so that left turn where the church is, they can turn there.
And then after you dropped her off, what did you do?
Stayed, talked to her for a minute, made sure, is it all right that you're going early? Because it was still early. And she said, yeah, it's fine. Tries to get there, which she does sometimes, so it didn't sound outrageous or anything. That's it. Told her to have a good day. I loved her. She told me she loved me too. Turned around to leave and watched her in my rearview mirror. She was walking in the right direction. She was rummaging in the bag a little bit. Said, but still sort of just shit. So it's normal. It's okay.
Okay, and then what did you do in the area?
I left to go to the local vape shop. I needed some more vape juice. They weren't quite open yet, so I ended up going back home. Went out with Jen for a little while, about an hour or so, and then went back and checked the vape shop again. It was open, so I got right back home. Yeah.
Do you remember what time you came home?
First time was probably right around 10, close to it. Here, back to the vape shop. Probably finish up the vape shop and back home again.
You said the first time that you hung out with Jen for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Was Jen here when you got here at
Yeah.
10? Okay.
I think so. She might have been at her blood appointment. Double check. Oh, she had a blood appointment at some point during.
It's okay. We don't have to ask her right now.
Sorry, the blur.
So she might have been here. She might have not have been here
I
at the first time.
believe she was here because she was sleeping at much as she possibly could. But she was stuck with her work so she had to sleep.
Okay.
I double checked. Yeah, I believe she was here.
And then what time did you say you left again to the smoke shop?
Is this blood on this little item that they're showing here on this glove?
Yeah, for an hour or so, maybe 11 or so.
Okay. And then what time did you get to the smoke shop?
It's 2 minutes away, so on after that. So,
Sitting at the smoke shop.
it's just
And then after the smoke shop.
so
And then what'd you do after?
Extra one, two. She started on do shopping. Just wanted to make sure I was back in time for us spoke. So I was visiting art shops around the area to kind of heard, so we had a trading card game. So, seeing what the situation was.
Do you remember what places you visited?
Yeah, Coliseum of Comics, stopped by a couple Targets, and I was going to go to House Rules Games down by Oakland too. But I didn't make it that far. Got a black fire on the way.
Do you remember where you got your flat tire?
It was on 192. I pulled into over one of those plazas somewhere. It's been about 10 minutes since I switched out the tire though, so I made a lot of mistakes. And ended up pinning my thumb between the frame and the jack. Yeah, lucky it's not a lot worse than it could have been.
Do you remember the name of the plaza by any chance? Remember like what stores were?
It was like right before you got there. So it was one of those little strips.
Okay. And then
But I did not make it back in time because of that. I thankfully had the spare. I put that on and tried to get back in time, but whatever. I came in. I was about 10 minutes late. I don't know what happened. Study. Sound. You know, it's like sound. Street. Start also. This one. So it's going.
it's true. Um, is it normal for her to not have her phone?
Fortunately, she's severely ADHD as am I am. So it is not uncommon at all.
Now those things look kind of reddish brown. That might for sure be blood. Of course, it could be something from the car.
Very usual thing I would have picked up. Better have it. I just about think
And is she on medication for this though?
only she's been saying it's a lot of sleep. So she was not she sleep. Is once a year.
What changed in her hours that she was not sleeping?
It's just sleep.
So different hours.
Sleep.
So
Since that's a town meeting.
we're trying to figure out your direction of travel, right?
I'm so sorry. I'm so bad.
You said you made a U-turn at the church to go see if she wanted McDonald's again, correct? Did you go anywhere else? Because I know you said you had time to kill. Did you guys go anywhere else? Is there a reason why you back on John Young Parkway?
we tried to go back to McDonald's a second time.
Now this lady interviewer, she digs into him real good. I mean, she's really hitting him with the details.
We would have made a left over there instead. Just leave on the-
What do you mean?
just made a circle.
You made a circle house. Can you show me on the map? So this is the
back
McDonald's right
down
here,
to
right?
McDonald's,
That's the McDonald's. Right.
so go back down, straight shot.
Come down this way.
Yep. Once is right. This is town. So this is John Young Park. You guys are coming up.
This is
Yeah.
McDonald's,
And the school's on this one.
over somewhere over here.
Hmm.
So back out here, there, take a straight shot back down to school. Yeah, town loop and town center.
Right.
So it's
So where did
U-turn was on the street when we were gonna go back to the front, so we drove down the here.
right? So you're going John Young Park, right? Right. Make a left at McDonald's.
Go towards the school.
How far do you get? Oh,
To school.
yep, that's town. Town.
So we gotta turn in. That's the meeting.
Okay. So
Back to the
on the way to the town.
still time to go. Still got one. That's what she's.
So did you go to the drive-thru? Did you go
No.
inside?
Sorry,
Or did you get the
oh, I put into it, so.
Okay.
So she wasn't. Okay. So actually, and turned around and said, screw it, just drop you off early.
Okay, so you came back around to the McDonald's. That's is that back on John Young Park?
Yeah,
Or?
back up town, it comes down here. Yeah, it's town center again,
So then you took town center the second time around.
and then get right down to the school.
Do you remember what time you dropped her off?
I estimated it to be sometime between 8:20, 8:40.
Are you on your phone? Do you have Google Maps?
I do, but I wasn't mapsing it.
When you're giving her rides, does she sit in the front or the back?
She sits in the front.
Do you mind if I look at your maps? Now?
Now this part right here, I loved how she asked him about Google Maps, right? Stefan is so smart till he's dumb. He thought that by factory erasing his phone, that he got rid of all that timelines on Google, pictures, all that stuff. Doesn't matter if you're mapping it or not. If you have an Android phone and you have Google Maps, which if you have an Android phone, Google Maps comes standard. Google Maps is always tracking where you go, unless you go in and specifically turn it off. I know for a fact my Google timeline goes all the way back to 2009, 2010. I can look on my Google Maps to tell you everywhere I was and at what time, all the way back to 2010. I never turned that on, it was just on by default. So he's thinking he was really slick by factory resetting this phone. And really all he did was preserve the evidence. Because now all they have to do is sign back into his accounts, or actually he's already signed into his accounts. All that history is automatically right there. Everything he tried to get rid of is right there, just like with the pictures.
And just to confirm, also you said so the second time around, you said you went up John Young. on town center this time. Made it right on town. And then you said
Strange here.
which was before the end.
Correct. For the end of the passage, just before the church. Church was ahead on the left, and the passage was beyond that. The school is just on the other side. So maybe,
Okay, on the left hand side.
maybe a block.
Okay. And you said that's typical of her to walk that distance?
Yeah, she loves the morning walks when it's cool. She doesn't like being seen getting out of certain cars. So it's an image thing. She will sometimes like to hang out. She's noted.
Do you want to just take a picture of your history?
Yeah, that's fine.
And that time would have been, you said around
8:20, 8:30, sometime between 8:20.
what time does she go into class?
She has to be there no later than 9:15. Doors open at 8. Doors open at 9. And school officially starts around 9:20 or 9:28.
And when you drop her off, is that earlier than typical, later than typical, around the same time?
Earlier than typical. We had made the time that. With the subtraction of McDonald's, we had more time. Sure. She said it was okay. She was very confident in saying that.
And you saw what direction she walked to after you dropped her off?
It looked like she was moving towards the direction of the school like she was supposed to.
She's still on the right side of the road, or did she
She
cross
was,
over?
she was still on the right side. It's 23. I barely know. So,
I'm an iPhone person.
uh,
Is it okay if I go in your settings real quick? I just want to see if you're logged on to your Google.
I am not logged on.
Is it okay if I check?
Does she have any other devices besides that phone? Any other electronics?
She had her school laptop.
Is that still supposed to be with her?
Still supposed to be with her. So,
She carried.
black book bag, like grayish blue hibiscus flowers on it. Right?
Oh,
When she leaves in the mornings, does she?
sorry about that.
Where does she usually put her phone?
Either in her backpack or like her back pocket. I don't remember. She just thinks to look at the time.
One of them, please. Sorry.
I don't know. You've probably been asked already, but she's never ran away, been away for longer than a certain period of time. Minutes.
I think she'd know what to do if she did run. She's not the type. She's a good kid.
Besides the ADHD, is she diagnosed with anything?
Yeah, she was tested a while back and had some symptoms of autism, so she's potentially on the spectrum there. But she was officially diagnosed with it when she was younger, and then she was retested and said, well, she shows symptoms of being on the spectrum, but they belong autistic.
Is this what you use to go places?
Yes. Places, search addresses, look at store hours. pretty. Have we had any updates?
We literally have like 50 people right now on scene looking. I don't know if there's any update. The other detective, because he's the one that is in charge of all this.
Since yesterday.
Sure, you guys.
When did you come back to help? Jen, is that her name?
Yeah.
Like, because you live down south, right? When did you come back up north to help her?
Just got here this weekend.
Do you remember what day it was?
Sunday was her birthday party, so yeah, it was after her birthday party. Sunday.
Okay. Do you remember?
Now, see, earlier when the detective asked him when he got there, he led them to believe that he got there sometime on Saturday. I knew I heard him say Sunday after the party. So there it is right there. That's one major lie that's already been debunked. He did not get there on Saturday. He got there on Sunday. So I don't know why he was trying to let them think he got there on Saturday to begin with.
What time you got here on Sunday?
30-ish, maybe.
Okay.
Just in time to make sure that she was doing all her nighttime routines.
You live in North Pole, right?
Yeah, I split my time between the two.
Is that on?
Split my time between the two.
Is that Broward County or?
Sarasota County, I
Sarasota,
believe,
okay.
or Charlotte County. It's my parents' house. They tell these days they got a house full of poodles. It's chaos. So I needed to come up here to get away from that. Between two deaf old people yelling at each other and poodles yapping all the time. You have to drive anyone up a wall.
This dude is so disrespectful to everyone in life. Do you hear how he talks about his parents? These are the parents who have been supporting him for 37 years. His father specifically mentioned a job that he had at Quiznos Subs. You know this dude ain't worked in a long time. Quiznos Subs went out of business, didn't they? I mean, I remember they were around when I was in middle school, and that's been a long time ago without telling my age. So, do you hear how disrespectful he is towards his parents? Just deaf old people. What the heck, man?
I was very happy to be back here.
Did you, when you guys were looking for, you guys look,
Me and her stayed local. It was all the rest of the family that mobilized and was beating the bushes. And
did you guys drive together or separate?
I don't think we drove anywhere but look,
You didn't drive anywhere?
not that I recall.
Did you guys go anywhere last night? Is that media?
Okay, I want to play that back real quick.
Is that media? Did you guys go, didn't drive anywhere?
The bushes and
Did you
stayed local. It was all the rest.
guys look?
Me and her stayed local. It was all the rest of the family that mobilized and was
He said, me and her stayed local. It was all the rest of the family that was out beating the bushes.
beating the bushes. And
Did you guys drive together or separate?
I don't think we drove anywhere when.
I don't think we drove anywhere when we were looking. Well, where were you looking for? At the TV? Because if you never left the house, you couldn't possibly been looking for her. What do you mean you stayed local? Were you trying to find her under the bed or something?
Drive anywhere?
Not that I recall.
Did you guys go anywhere last night? Except me?
Maybe I think Fox 35 or something.
Let me, if it is the
You have to ask her if we went in. I don't recall. I was so zonked out on Ativan at that point. That said it was a wreck. I don't
And
think,
this would have been when,
I don't recall us going anywhere last night, but honestly, at that point my brain was mush and I was on so many tranquilizers to keep me stable. It's just,
you said Ativan?
Yeah.
Do you usually take that?
yeah, prescription. I haven't needed it in a long time, but
What's that for?
anxiety,
Oh,
just having these rolling attacks and breaking down, crying, and I just,
This dude said he was having rolling panic attacks and breaking down crying. I don't believe that at all.
feel to sleep tonight. And this afternoon. So that's why I missed your calls. I'm sorry. I'm so coughed out. It's the only time when I'm not crying. So if I just pop down real quick, right?
so we're trying to get just a good idea, times, all that stuff.
So sorry, I'm getting my best recollections. I'm not a morning person as it is. So a lot of the times are best guess.
But we know that you go up John Young Parkway, down, that's the road you usually take, to take her. And then you make a left at that McDonald's, right, which is the town loop.
You can make a left to get there either at the McDonald's or at Town Center itself. They both lead to school.
So if you meet her at, just so you get a sense of direction, John Young Parkway goes northbound and southbound. So you're going northbound into Orange County. You can go left at the McDonald's, which is the town loop. You said when you did drop her off at that medium, you said it was around 8:20, 8:30-ish, somewhere around that time.
Somewhere in there, yeah. It was early, but not like outrageously early.
So what would you estimate when you made a left at that McDonald's?
After I dropped her off,
No, I'm saying when you dropped her off.
first left by that McDonald's,
Yeah, when you first go, that first left that you make at the McDonald's.
maybe quarter after 8, sometime in there.
Okay.
Sometime between 8 and a quarter after, I think.
All right, so just so it's, you can kind of picture it here on the map. So you're going northbound, make a left here, around like 8:10, 8:15. Let's say 8:15, around there. When you get over here, make a U-turn, you go back to the McDonald's. But you said that she still doesn't want the
Still
McDonald's.
doesn't want it. She was just going to be Danish so that I could do it.
So you're going up here now, still northbound on Joint Parkway. Make a left at Town Center this time,
Town Center, then make a
Then make a
right
right.
onto, yes.
and then you drop her off around like 8.
Dropped her off around halfway up the road there.
So keep in mind, all of this is still northbound,
Okay,
right? You're still northbound on Jungyoung Parkway. So why is your car seen going southbound at 8:10? I'll show you what location it is. McDonald's is over here. At 8:10, your car is seen going southbound this intersection. So meaning going toward Kissimmee.
Oh, they got him on the hot seat now.
I had forgotten something. I had forgotten my gate clicker. I'm sorry, I forgot. I'd gone back to the house real quick after we left. Yeah, I forgot. Actually had to go through the front gate to my parking pass to grab my clicker.
He's lying about the gate clicker. We're gonna get to it. An interview with where I believe it's the security guard at the gate said that he had his gate clicker, but it wasn't working or something. So he used his parking pass.
So it was the wrong time. Sorry, like I said, I was guesstimating these times. I'm not a bad person.
Okay.
So yes, we've gone out.
How far did you get before you came back down that when you realized you forgot your clicker?
Nearly all the way to school. And we turned around. We had plenty of time to kill, so it was time to go back. I rushed back, got the clicker, and that's when I came back here this
So
way.
you guys came back here to get your clicker.
Correct.
So when we look at the cameras in the front, it's gonna show you coming back in here
Correct. It
with
was-
her in the
yes,
car.
with her in the passenger seat,
Okay.
yes.
I know it sounds like we're asking you stupid questions, okay? We
No,
just
it's-
wanna
it's okay.
verify the
I'm sorry I'm
times.
not being more help. I'm not a morning person. I was half asleep as it was. Trying
The clickers to get where?
to into our neighborhood.
Okay, and you forgot the clicker where?
I had forgotten the clicker here.
So how did you get in?
It would use my parking sticker for them to scan to let me through.
So could you not have done that after you dropped her off?
I could have, but I also like to come back in from the back gate a lot of the times, and I didn't know if I would be back right away. And sometimes they're busy up front, so it's better not to wait.
What time is security usually there at the front gate?
They were there when I came through. He scanned my ticket.
So would it have not just made more sense to drop her off and come back since security's already there?
I don't know if it made more sense. It's just what I did.
Just that we haven't asked you if it was important. Maybe that might help us out.
Sorry, I'm not collecting everything.
I'm gonna step away for a second.
Anything that you remember, maybe she might have told you.
She didn't mention anything in particular. Joke about her Crocs. She wears Crocs and socks. So we were joking about that.
She says she's usually like a happy,
Very, very happy. She brings a lot of joy. She's a very good girl. Definitely doesn't feel the same around here. She's not. She was so happy too. She was looking forward to my visit here. She was looking forward to us all being together. She's just happy. She's just very happy.
I'm sorry, but there is no way in the world Maddie was looking forward to him coming.
So you'd say you guys have a pretty good relationship.
Definitely a strong bond. person she goes to when gets in a fight with her and she needs someone to comfort her and or something. Good most of the time. Free not long ago, so she's getting the investment swings and they find heads and so as well as you can expect. But otherwise, very loving. You're loving. This girl knows nothing about the inside. She hardly ever gets in the phone. Double-edged sword that is.
I shoot school.
So. She's so in school.
Like grade
She's
wise or
doing a lot better though. She just made student of the week. She's doing singing choir. She's sounding just amazing. She sang for me last night and I immediately wanted to show her the movie Sister Act because the choir singing so pretty minded. So I was very proud of her.
does she have she like video games and
She does no video games. Yeah, she plays Roblox, Minecraft. I think those are the two big ones that I know of.
I don't know if her to like ever have any friends on there that she talks to.
She does group chats. She does like voice chatting too on it. Usually with like her cousins or her friends. And they'll all be playing Roblox or something. You know, each other on the phone.
When was the last time you all went together?
December?
So, you said the reasons for your parents doing it.
Yeah, going down to help them because they're getting on age and they're making their end of life plans and they need someone to help them.
Can you elect it?
Sure.
I have a question. Sorry, are you guys done?
No.
The other detective mentioned that did not have the phone yesterday.
Correct.
Tell me about that.
I left my phone at home in the morning too. I was so busy riding her to the door on time that I left my phone. She left her phone. She both left their phones.
Did you have your phone when you went to the smoke shop?
Not the first time after I dropped her off, I was still without it. I got my phone and went back to the smoke shop.
Okay. And then I also noticed, I was checking your call history. I noticed that you don't have anything before this morning. Is that usual on your phone?
No, it's a new phone. Stupid. I went to do an update yesterday morning. I don't know. Pardon me. I don't know what the heck I did, but somehow during the massive OS update, I managed to factory reset my phone, lose all of my contacts, all my information.
What time was that? Do you remember?
And we all know that's a bold-faced lie because there is absolutely no way possible to accidentally reset your phone, whether it's an Android or an iPhone. You have to go through several steps and several confirmations. Are you sure you want to do this before you can factory reset your phone? And some of them even require you to put in your PIN or password. So we know that's a blazing lie.
Sometime while I was hanging out with Jen, Jen might know. I looked at her and said, "What did I just do?" She might know better. I don't know what time it was. It was when I was here with Jen.
I don't think I have any other questions. Do you?
I don't know what yesterday. It was so far on the outside.
It's okay, we understand. In the meantime, while we're waiting for all this to get sorted out, I am gonna hold on to your phone, okay? I'll give it back to you when we're done. Okay? Do you have any questions for us?
How long my phone?
I'm not sure. I'm waiting for my supervisor to call.
Yeah, it's just my dad's using that to get a hold of me.
They can call Jessica. Did the other detective give you his business card?
I believe so.
Okay, well here's mine. case you want it for any reason. Okay. Do you swear that everything you told us is true? Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for your time. We appreciate it. I know it's a little hectic right now. And I know you were about to head somewhere. If you can just hang tight and refrain from going back in your car.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. I was actually going to.
No, just leave it here. It's fine. Thank you. Case number 24-113-13. Today's date is February 28th, 2024. The time is 00:16 hours. Speaking with Stefan again.
Okay, so this is his third interview. This is Wednesday, 2 days after Maddie was originally reported missing. So Wednesday at just about midnight.
Okay. So, as you guys know, they have, right? They've been going through the phone, and they noticed that there was like a lot of messages between you and. Can you explain to me what your relationship is between?
Mostly things like when you're going to call us, when you're going to come up and visit, if you can get online, it's like that.
Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Your phone. I told you that I was gonna hold on to it, and that we would like to download your phone, right? Is this something that I have your consent to do, or do I need to get a search warrant for your phone?
It should be fine.
You're okay with us going through your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have the pin to your phone?
42586.
He says it should be fine because at this point, he is confident that there's nothing that they can use as evidence on his phone since he accidentally reset the phone twice.
Four two five eight. Thank you so much. And then, okay, so when you guys FaceTime, what do you guys talk about?
There too, we're just chatting.
Okay. I noticed that at some other times that you guys are FaceTiming, it's like really late. Is it normal for her to be that late? Okay.
Her bedtime is around 10:30. Talk to both for bedtime. 10:30 is supposed to be her bedtime, but she gets to push it sometimes.
And then you guys are FaceTime. Okay.
So, trying to FaceTime with her, sometimes FaceTime them both together on one.
Okay. And then you said that yesterday you accidentally factory reset your phone, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember what time that was?
It was sometime in the morning. I've been pushing off doing an update for a while.
Was that before or after you went to the smoke shop?
Before? I'm not sure. It's a newer phone. Just doing this update. Some sort of weird option at the bottom that said something about reinstall everything.
Okay, can you explain to me, where were you? Like, were you in your settings?
I was following whatever the links were for the OS update.
I don't have an Android, so I don't know where you.
I'm not super tech.
Is it like a text? Was it?
It was a push notification that came at the top that I had just been ignoring.
Oh, like up here. Okay.
And then I just it was a
Okay, and then where did it direct you to?
I don't know, it took me to a page with all the stuff in the system and clicked something. I wasn't paying attention.
Do you remember what it said? Like, what kind of update was it?
It was like a big OS update, had all these options, and it was like reinstall something with all the apps and stuff, reinstall everything, the apps and stuff. I pushed it, and it started doing the update, and then it turned into some sort of reset or something. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure how I did that.
Okay.
I was half asleep.
And then when you came back to get your key fob, what did you do when you got here?
Ran inside, got the key fob, came back out again.
Okay, where did you park?
Thank you.
Okay. How long would you say you were inside your apartment for?
We were literally long enough to run in and grab the fob and back out. So
Okay, and then what did you do? What did you do when you came back up?
got back in the car and went back on morning mission.
Okay. The camera has you in the complex for 12 minutes. Does that seem about right?
Yeah, coming into the complex, driving around, parking, getting the fob, went back out. Sounds about.
Okay. And then you leave, what time would you say you dropped her off at the school? Or not at the school, but in the area?
My estimate was sometime between 8:20 and 8:40.
Okay, the camera has you leaving the complex at 8:31.
31. Okay, so it must have been closer to 8:31.
Okay. And then after you dropped her off, did you go directly to the smoke shop?
I did. I went directly to the smoke shop. Waited, it was supposed to be open, but it wasn't. Waited a little while to see if they were just being slow about turning on the open sign. They weren't, so I went home at that point.
How long do you think you waited?
10 minutes maybe?
Okay, so if you drop her off at like 8:40, how far is the smoke shop from there to where you dropped her off?
She is not playing the radio. She is pinning him down on times, places, how long were you there? How long did it take you to get here? What did you do? She is nailing him to the wall.
Sure. I'm not sure how. Minutes.
Did you go anywhere else after the smoke shop?
Um, I think I went anywhere specific. I was just driving probably in the direction of home. But stopping anywhere specifically.
And you were there for 5 to 10 minutes.
Roundabout. See?
Okay, so like let's say you drop her off at 8:40. We don't see your car coming back south until 10 o'clock in the morning.
Mhm.
So what are you doing between 8:40 and 10 o'clock?
Cruising around a little bit.
Okay, but I asked you earlier, like what you were doing, and you said you were there for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then you came back home.
Yeah, I went to the smoke shop, like I said. But I was probably may have been meandering around the area. But
Okay, but I'm asking you earlier, right? And even like the first time we talked to you, you're not telling us that you're like, just cruising the area, like you're coming home. So I need to be able to explain to my supervisors why there's such a time gap.
to say it was just a normal day. I didn't have anything important to do. The smoke shop was supposed to open soon, so I made my way over there. Wasn't any particular rush though.
Can you help me explain to them? Because I don't know the explanation or the answer to this question, okay? So can you help me explain to them why there's such a delay in the time?
Can you explain it? I wasn't going anywhere in particular. Wasn't doing anything in particular. Just making my way to the smoke shop. Waited for them to open. They did not open. Then I left.
Where did you go from there?
From the smoke shop, I went home.
Okay, the smoke shop is like 10 minutes from here, right?
15, 20, something.
Earlier you told us it was 10 minutes.
Time is not a strong suit of mine. I'm guesstimating.
I understand, but I have to be able to explain, you know, where you were for an hour and 20 minutes. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And right now I can't explain that.
Smoke shop was supposed to open close to 10. I waited. It did not open. And I came home.
What time specifically was supposed to?
10 o'clock is when it's supposed to open.
So why'd you go at 8:40?
Like I said, I didn't go exactly at 8:40. I went to the smoke shop after I dropped her off.
But even if it was 9 o'clock, that still would have been an hour. So why would you think it would be open?
I think it would open. I was hoping I'd get there early enough and wait for it to open.
So you would have waited an hour to be open?
I did not wait an hour. I got there maybe 20 minutes before it opened, 15 minutes before it opened, and just sat and waited.
But then you're seen coming at 10 a.m. when it's supposed to open, already coming down.
I was leaving because it was supposed to open at 10 a.m. I waited a few minutes after 10. They were not opening.
You did not wait a few minutes after 10.
What do you mean?
At 10 a.m., you were seen coming down southbound on Jonghyun Parkway at the intersection of
At
Jonghyun
10
Parkway.
a.m., I was still in front of that shop waiting to see if they were going to come on the open side.
Okay, but if you drop at 8:40 and you said you only waited for a couple minutes at the smoke shop, why would you still be there at 10?
I waited to see if it would open. It did not open.
We got that part. But you said you were there for a couple minutes. And then you said you were there a couple minutes after 10. So that's
It doesn't make
doesn't
sense.
make sense.
I apologize for that. I'm trying to help you out the best I can, but it's
Right, so like, if you drop her off around 8:40, let's say, give or take 10 minutes, you make it to the shop around 9, the smoke shop, and you sit there and wait for a couple minutes for it to open. You said you waited for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, right? Does it make sense that you're still there at 10 o'clock?
I was there at 10 o'clock.
Okay, so what did you do before that?
Dropped her off, and I made my way over. Not a direct route, but I made my way over there.
Were they tag teaming to make that?
Did you stop anywhere on your way to the smoke shop?
So,
Do you have problems with your memory that you can't recall what you
yes,
did?
extremely ADHD. Sorry. So, details start to get fuzzy. The times I'm giving, it's guesstimates here. At the time, so I wasn't aware of exactly what time it
There's no time on your part?
transpiring. There probably is, but it's not my parents.
How certain are you that you were outside of the smoke shop at 10 a.m.?
Sure.
What makes you think that you were there at 10?
Saw lights on inside the place. Looks like they were kind of light in there,
Mm-hmm.
so it looked like they were about to open.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see if they,
Do you remember if there was anybody inside?
I couldn't see inside from the outside. But after I came home and went back to the smoke shop again later, definitely were open. I stopped in, got like juice. I don't remember the name of the guy working there, but he's like a skinny guy, short, skinny guy.
When you came back for the fob, did she go inside with you?
No, she was in. She was asleep.
Where in the car?
Yes, I was-
The front seat.
Right.
Okay. Did she at any point go in the back of the vehicle, like in the back seat?
No.
So she was in the front the whole time? Awake or asleep?
She was asleep.
Okay.
She was calm.
How was she positioned in the front seat?
Leaned back in the seat. It's kind of honked out and happy.
Where was her head in relation to the seat?
Against the seat. Okay. So
Was the seat leaning back
the
or
seat was back. She was the seat back so that she could recline.
He's just dumb. He's too dumb to realize that everywhere you go, you're on camera. As soon as you step out the house, you're on camera.
and then I need you to try to, refresh your memory. When you got the flat tire on 192, what could you see around you?
Just wanted to say. So sorry, I'm drawing a blank as any specific businesses or names.
Did he pull off to the side of the road to a business?
I pulled off into a side plaza. One of those little strips along the side. Dug around for my spare and my jack, thankfully, at both.
What direction were you
I was going towards John.
Okay.
So
And it was a plaza. You don't remember any businesses that were in the
I
plaza?
don't always focus on the.
What color is the plaza?
So I said, sorry, didn't even register a detail like that.
Okay, remind me again what you were doing on 192?
I was looking around at different game shops and one of my card games. So this had a release on Friday, but
What part are you talking about?
it's like a trading card game. Like the release on Friday, so I wanted to go around.
What's the card though?
Sorry,
What is the game?
it's called Lorcana.
Lorcana?
Lorca. So it's a trading card game. Kind of like Pokemon cards or that.
Okay, and you stopped at what shop?
I stopped over by Target. I was going to see if they had any. Then went up and was going to go to a place called House Rules Games. That is on 192 and Oak Street.
Mm-hmm.
I did not make it to House Rules Games because I got a flat tire.
Okay, which Target did you go to?
The one down on 192.
192 on what?
Is there more down there?
I don't know, I'm not familiar with the area.
It's the one down there by the Walmart. I'm not sure what the cost is. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I wish I could be more help. I'm so sorry.
And how long were you changing your tire for?
Sure how long it took. I got back here at like 235, 240. So I was trying to get home to go with her to go to school. We need by 230 the flat tire.
Okay. And there's absolutely nothing that you can remember about the plaza that you got the flat.
Matter of color, I mean, it's all just kind of brownish, I think.
And you said when you got your flat, you were heading towards JYP from 192.
Yes.
Okay, where's your flat tire at?
It's in the trunk.
Okay.
I've got the spare on there right now.
Yeah, it sounds good. I don't think I have anything else. It's my phone number. If you can remember where you got your flat tire, just have her send me a text message, okay?
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I know the details are important. Just the way our brains work with ADHDs, those things can get fuzzy.
Are you on any medication?
I'm supposed to be. I have nothing to. So
Okay.
I'm just one person, not very time blind, best of days.
Now, in the previous two interviews, he kept talking about how he was hopped up on an Ativan or whatever it was that he was taking. Now he's saying, I haven't been medicated in a while. So which is it? He don't know which lie to tell and which way is up.
And forget that. So stand up. None of that is helpful in this case.
Okay.
Sorry.
I explained that we're gonna have the apartment secured for the rest of the night. Okay?
Why? So the investigation's not gonna happen.
It is. So just so I explained to her, me and him have been out all day, right? So we're gonna go home, but just because me and him are going home doesn't mean that there isn't other people out here, okay? We have another unit out here which is called Violent Crimes. They're out all night. So they're gonna keep looking. We also have some of our detectives that were sent home earlier to get rest because they were gonna come and relieve me and him, right? So we're gonna take like shifts with the investigation, because obviously if we're exhausted, we're of no use, right? Right. Does that right? And we don't want that to happen with anything that we're doing. So what we're doing is we're taking turns with whatever needs to be done. So we'll brief whoever's coming next. And we're going to, hey, this is what we did. This is what needs to be done. Okay. The reason we are keeping your house for the night is because your house cannot be completed by one person, right? We don't do that. We have a unit that comes and takes pictures and does whatever they need to do with the house. After a certain time, it's only one person working in that unit. And she can do it by herself. So people come in at 8 o'clock in the morning. So when the rest of her squad comes in, they're gonna come in and, tackle your place as a unit so that they can get it done quicker. Does that make sense? And then I explained to her too, because in your car, we are gonna also tow your car, okay? It's gonna go to our sheriff's office, which is at 2500 West Colonial, okay? She said she needed to get her medication. You're not under any medication.
I have medication in the house that I do. Tremendous anxiety.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to figure out where all of this stuff is. Where's your stuff at?
Upstairs in the guest room currently.
In guest room number 4?
Yes. It's on top of refrigerator.
Does it have your name on it?
So,
Okay, where does she keep her medicine?
her zipper case on her nightstand.
In the downstairs.
Correct.
Zipper?
It's like a little sort of brown zipper case. It's on her nightstand. So I haven't touched it.
Okay, so I can just bring the whole thing out.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's any bottles on top of the nightstand around it too.
I'll just cover all those. Is there anything that you can recall that we haven't asked you? I know we asked you like a whole bunch of questions earlier, and we just asked you like a whole bunch more.
Thank you so much right now. I barely slept. I haven't eaten 2 days. Trying to think of questions for you.
Can I see what shirt you're wearing?
Sir?
Can I see what shirt you're wearing?
You sure?
Okay.
What shirt we're wearing on Monday morning?
This shirt. Still wearing the same shirt.
Have you showered since then?
Showered the other night. since yesterday. Sorry, Harrison was still recent.
I know you got a cut, right, from,
Yeah, I'm changing the tire. I haven't,
do you mind if I see your arms?
yeah. Changed the tire.
Can you,
Like,
do you mind taking your sweater off?
it's cold, but yeah. I changed the tire in like 10 years. I made a rookie mistake. Got my thumb too close to the jack in the frame and it slipped. And my thumb in between the frame. Yeah. Panic and pull it out,
Can we
which
see the other side?
you're not supposed to do. But it's a lot
Go
of
like
pain.
this?
I can't.
He's got an answer for everything, even before the questions are asked.
Go put your hand over.
Parents use for tire ironing.
Do you mind if I take a picture of the
Yeah,
cut you got?
yeah.
See your flashcards. Can you see it? Yeah. She got her stuff. So let me go get your stuff and then you guys will be good to go. Okay, where are you guys gonna head? Do you know?
No idea.
Okay, can you send me an address of wherever you guys end up
Yeah, I
today?
think my dad's on his way down too.
Um, let me just verify for pills. Okay. And then your phones are gonna work on it overnight, so you'll probably get it in the morning. Is that okay? Okay.
All right, so that's it for today. I will definitely be back tomorrow because I have nothing to do, no plans, and we'll get on the next round of new interview audio that's been released. Thanks for joining me. See y'all tomorrow.